Created in 2002, you'd be mistaken if you thought Jeopardy was some sort of Mandela effect moment for a lot of us, like how we all think the Monopoly Man is wearing a monocle, or how we think Darth Vader says, "Luke, I am your father." Did they really put on a show at prime time when kids are watching, where the whole premise is that all of them are getting taken one by one, psychologically fucking with the others, wondering when they're gonna be next? Well, I'm here to tell you that yes, they did. Great. Daddy issues and suppressed memories. Linda, my therapist, is going to be having a very good week this week. I see articles popping up every now and then about this show, people reminding us that it actually happened. But the minute I saw that a lot of it was uploaded to YouTube, I decided that it was time for a rewatch. I thought there might be other people out there like me who were a little bit curious about how the show starts and how it actually ends. We're going to examine every single episode of Jeopardy up close, like some sort of alien internal examination, if you get my drift. Which, don't worry, I'm sure they don't do on the show. But they did show us this sort of stuff. Shona! So, I don't know, honestly, anything's possible. There's only one way to find out though. Welcome to my spooky and science fiction Jeopardy episode rewatch. Season 1, episode 1. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. There is no way I could describe how excited I am for these videos because it would just be a complete understatement. I have thought about Jeopardy that was shown on ABC Kids basically every single day since I was about 8 years old. When me and one of the loves of my life, Mackenzie, decided to find this show and rewatch it together, I became obsessed. And I thought there's probably people out there exactly like me who watched little bits and pieces after coming home from school and just wanted to know how the whole thing panned out. I plan on doing every single episode, breaking it down so that we can watch it together. Let's get into it. So we start this episode where you start all good kids TV shows at the scene of a crime with bloodied and torn evidence.
Sarge, the socky shirt. The bloodstains on it.
You'll leave it where it is. What a mess.
How many of them were out here?
8 school kids from Scotland, a teacher, and a ranger.
And they're all missing and presumed dead? Cool. So I'm like 8 years old.
And what were they doing out here?
Looking for UFOs.
It looks like they just might have found one.
Cool, so I'm like 8 years old. I love this one dude picking up all this evidence with his bare hands and popping up on screen like that. Literally every single time that guy popping up like that gets me. And I just know that he probably lives in Perth somewhere and didn't do a lot of acting. So if this guy is your uncle or your dad or something, please message me because I want to talk to him pronto. So apart from the scene absolutely scaring the crap out of us, which I assume is most of its motivation, it also sets up how we follow the teenagers and their journey through the camcorder. Let's meet our 8 dead students and presumably their dead teachers.
Take the lens cap off first, sir. Okay. Well spotted, Dave. Hello, I'm Jerry Simmons, a former teacher at the West Falkirk Academy and founder of the school's UFO Club. These people with me are all winners. They put their name in a draw last week to go on the club's annual trip. And this year, it's a very special trip in Australia. Yeah!
Oh my God, all these kids look so excited to go on their trip to Australia. I hope nothing terrifying happens. So Mr. Simmons explains why they're going to this specific area in Australia. It's because there has been 6 sightings of alien activity recently. So in his ultimate wisdom and against probably a lot of paperwork he signed not to endanger children, he is taking all of them to the scene of the crime. And I guess the scene of their own crime.
Excuse me, that's where we're going?
He hands them their own camcorders under the proviso that they'll make a documentary when they get back. For now, it gives us a glimpse into our students and their motivations.
I haven't told my mum it's a UFO trip. I told her it was a geography research trip.
So, what do I want out this trip? Adventure, and to make some new friends. Of the female variety, of course. Maybe even a female alien.
Hi, I'm David Hedges, and I've been selected to go to Australia with the school ufology club. The whole place will be crawling with wildlife and flora and fauna.
At least this trip's going to give me a chance to get to know Simon, who is a bit of a doll. Now, some of the others believe in this outer space thing, so I guess there might be something out there.
I'm Simon, football captain. I think I was chosen because I'm good under pressure and I'm very popular.
Hi, my name's Harry Hastings. I was just wanting to say a little bit about the group that's going with me. Everyone looks sort of really fit and healthy, and I'm kind of feeling a bit like the odd one out. I'm just starting to wonder if I'm going to be humping all the gear around all the time, you know? In fact, that's probably why they've started calling me Humper. So that's all I've got to say, really. In fact, no, wait, there is one more thing. I will not be taking these with me. I don't need them. It's been 2 years since my last fit.
Oh my God. So we have Shauna, who doesn't tell her parents why she's going to Australia, which personally, my middle class arse family, there's no way any excursion or extra funds from school were not getting examined by a fine-tooth comb. So I honestly give her kudos for slipping that past them. Leon, who's going to go get some alien or then we have David, who's a real teenager who has real motivations and says real things that teenagers would say, like how excited he is for the flora and the fauna. So Simon's going just because he's popular, and Chrissy goes because she thinks he's a bit of a doll. So Harry has epilepsy and doesn't feel the need to tell anyone about that, and also doesn't want to take his medication, not even in like, I don't know, the secret pocket of your jacket as like a just in case sort of thing. I did have a little crush on Harry when I was growing up. He's very non-threatening boy, very cutesy, very sweet. We love that. We also have Lucy and Sarah, who are honestly just vibing and are happy to be here. I also did have a little crush on Lucy. So this viewing experience was very similar to one I would have a few years in the future when I watched The Mummy. But anyway, off to Australia, which honestly looks like it would have been so much fun for these teen actors.
Hi, big trekkers, welcome and welcome to sunny Australia.
We arrive in Australia and are greeted by our ranger, played by Tammy McIntosh, one of the only actors on the Wikipedia page whose name comes up blue because she did anything apart from this show. You might know her from All Saints, you might know her from McLeod's Daughters, and you might know her from Wentworth, which I know was a really popular show.
And basically I'm here to make sure you all get back in one piece.
Ooh, maybe keep this one off the resume, doll. It doesn't work out very well for you.
G'day everybody.
G'day.
Hi. My name's Arnie.
Hi, Arnie.
I'm the senior ranger here at Lindara, and I'll be your main point of contact back at base. Your camping gear and your tin provisions are already up at the site. Now, you're in good hands with Melissa. I trained her myself.
Fantastic, great. I mean, bringing the kids here in the first place was already a little bit dangerous, but we clearly have the scaffolding now for a really safe trip for everyone. A confident ranger, someone to communicate to back on base, and an adult in charge of first aid.
They're not exactly what I was expecting.
Oh, don't worry, they'll be all right.
I don't really know that area very well,
Yeah. Look, the radio interference was pretty bad up there when we dropped the tents.
We didn't have any radio equipment.
Pack some flares and make sure you take a really good first aid kit. Then you won't have any problems.
What about communication?
You'll be all right, don't worry.
Everyone will be given whistles. You are to carry these whistles with you at all times. Right, who's in charge of first aid?
Shauna.
Giving a child that job is exactly what this trip needs.
Do you know what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm a trained first aider. I'm my mum's a doctor.
Oh, great news. You can be in charge of the medical kit and we'll redistribute your stuff amongst the others. Is that okay?
No wonder you guys were abducted by aliens and nearly died. Honestly, at this point, someone could trip over and they wouldn't make it back. If anyone even gets a splinter on this trip, they are presumed dead. They are having a funeral.
Shona, come with me.
Seems as if Melissa already has her favourites.
Chrissy, Shauna is vital to the group. Anyone can see that.
No need to stuff it down our throats though, is there?
I like her. She's a team player.
Let's see how popular you are after this, Shauna.
at that. Spectacular or what?
It's incredible.
It's just like a sea of green.
Goes on and on.
And beyond that, it's thousands of miles of desert.
Takes your breath away.
Australia is the 6th largest country in the world and the only country that is also a continent. With that in mind, 1/3 of Australia is desert. While we also have some of the most beautiful rainforests, some of the most dense bush, and also some cities like Melbourne that are highly populated. We have a unique ecosystem that has things like kangaroos, as well as 36 separate types of funnel web spiders that could kill you, and 20 individual species of venomous snakes. Honestly, horror blunt rotation. We also have the oldest living culture on record, with evidence that First Nations people have lived in Australia for at least 65,000 years. Australia also has its national holiday on the same day that Captain Cook arrived, which signifies the start of murder, displacement, and mistreatment of First Nations people. Every year there's this major debate about if we should change the date, but we can't because it's always been that way, even though Australia Day has only actually been a holiday for all the states and territories since 1994. I stand with First Nations people and with changing the date to one that is more respectful and is at least showing some sort of recognition and want to be more understanding and respectful before all of the rest of the work that needs to be done. I want to take this opportunity to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land that I'm currently working on right now, the Wurundjeri people.
So this is where we set up camp, right? I'm just dying of thirst.
No, this is where we leave the 4-wheel drives and trek inland.
What?
And I've switched that mobile phone off. Now we have no service from here on in. It's just shortwave radios from here on in.
How much further?
A couple of hours or so more. Everyone get the gear unloaded.
They do an insanely good job of making you feel like these kids are stuck literally in the middle of nowhere. So I've written down, we have taken a plane to another country, a bus, we've taken another plane, we've taken a 4-wheel drive trek into the middle of the bush, and now we have to walk for a few hours to get to where we're going.
Right, here we are, slap bang in the middle of UFO country. Now we don't have much light left, so we need to get organised. I'll have the girls' tent here, the boys' tent there. Jerry's mine. Do not touch that food. The provisions need to be rationed.
Drinks.
Well, suit yourselves. You can use all that now and have nothing for this time next week. The food has to be managed.
That'll be up to Chrissy.
Mr. Simmons really said, I'm going to Australia and I'm putting it on my tax as a work expense. I am lounging around. He's literally lounging.
She came top in food tech.
What? It's just because my mum did my homework.
Oh, you're just being modest.
Fine, great. Food management can fall with you. Chrissy, we'll talk about menus in the morning.
Menus?
What we've done is we've mixed the tuna with the mayonnaise and the lemon, and what we're going to do is serve it with those beans out there, okay?
Base camp to headquarters, over. Base camp to headquarters, over. Could just be a battery problem. Base camp to HQ, Arnie, are you there? Over. Oh, I was afraid of this.
Not that caught on camera, I was afraid of this when the radio doesn't work.
Afraid of what?
That's okay, you've been busted stressing out about the radio's not working. Comfort the child. Say something that will really put them at ease.
Just some communication problems. Arnie warned me. It's just that I don't really know this area very well, so...
That is so ideal.
Listen, don't worry, you don't know it. It could even be a UFO problem.
It could be. I'll try again. Base camp to headquarters, over.
Sindara HQ here. Over.
Arnie, is that you? Over.
Hearing you better now, Mel. Over.
At base camp, all accounted for, over.
Oh, good news. Found all the equipment all right? Over.
All A-okay, over.
How's everything else? Over.
Well, you know, sunburn, sore feet, sore backs, blah, blah, but we're all okay, over.
Happy alien hunting. I'll check in again at 1800 tomorrow. Over and out.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Lucky.
That's well and truly enough excitement for today. Let's just get a good night's sleep, rest, and wake up in the morning really refreshed.
Lizzie, can you hear that noise?
Sleep.
So just to recap, we have a group of teens about 1 billion miles away from their loved ones, and honestly, anyone that cares about them. Because Mr. Simmons just successfully added 2 weeks to his mandated school holidays. And Melissa has absolutely no idea where she is and what she's doing. We have black and gold ration beans for dinner, no phone reception, radios that we only just figured out work, but I have a sneaky suspicion that that won't be lasting very long. No proper first aid kit on site, and at best, we just had contact with aliens. At worst, it's people that like to get up really early and go hiking. Wow, can't wait to think about all my favorite teenagers all night long before I wake up for year 5. This is the same time in my life when I start using humor as a diversion and start slipping through the cracks, okay? I have a lot going on right now. What did you think of the first episode of Jeopardy? Is it what you remember it to be? Who was your favorite character? Who did you hate? Honestly, in the comments below, let me know everything. Thank you so much for watching. I am honestly so excited to do the rest of these episodes. Thank you so much for the support and for watching, and I can't wait to see you on episode 2, season 1 of Jeopardy.